Hey, happy Sunday. How you doing? Welcome back to another edition of Queens of the Ring. I am Nik-J. Friend, how you doing?
I'm all right, friend.
Looking at the looks, wavy and whatnot.
Oh
That's
yeah, you should have seen me about 5 minutes ago. I ain't look like this. My sister done left me over here with her fucking kids. Nah, man. Nah, I ain't look like this a while ago.
well, you look cute now.
You do too, friend. You look like my favorite teacher that I love very much. I come to class and be like, "Hey, girl," and she be like, "Hey, girl." You do, friend.
Listen, yeah, I had to. My hair had a spa day today. Okay, we did all kind of conditioning treatments. We have her back in healthy shape, nice trim, put back up, ready for whatever comes her way for next week. Well, this weekend. So we'll be up, you know, studious all week. Um, how'd your team do today, friend?
We won.
The lies.
We won.
What y'all we?
I don't know, man, friend. Listen, you're watching this show, and I know this show has a way of making its rounds. We're having tryouts on Wednesday. Hit me up. I can schedule you in because it looks like I told you earlier, I'm going to be a coach. I want to coach football. I'm really good at it.
They need your motivational
They
skills.
do. They do. I'm going to get on their ass how I be on them Gators. Them Gators look at me like with a new spirit friend. I'm Hayden's mom, the assistant coach. Like I don't be playing with them. It's starting to cool down. Ain't no reason for y'all keep drinking all this water. Y'all not tired. Let's get
Friend,
tired. Then we get friend. My boys last year they knew they didn't drink shit until about halftime.
you won't let the children drink
Hell
water?
no, y'all ain't did nothing. Y'all not thirsty. You ain't thirsty. Let's
I
work.
need I need you and those motivational skills to ease on down the 45 to the Texans facility because they need you bad, friend. But I need you bad as a heartbeat.
Phenomenal Mexican. You just got here, and I really, really want you to stay. I really, really, really want you to stay, okay? But if you let
Woo!
Pilgrim leave your fingers any more times, you won't come back here. I'm gonna block you like I got Rolo in the photo block. He be in here having a good time, and I can't see shit. You on your way, phenomenal Mexican. Don't call me no more damn pilgrims. I said African American
Today.
today.
Okay. All right. Get this situated and everything. Shout out to the Cowboys on win number 2 today. This good Sunday
I
evening.
mean, who they play?
They played the Jets today.
Ooh. Y'all want a piece of candy or cookie? Let's see
No.
what y'all do around the Super Bowl time, playoff time.
What can we? Hey, one game at a time. We can only
No,
play who's
you
in
ain't
front
get
of us,
shit. No,
friends.
you don't get nothing from me. Not with them funky ass Cowboys, friend. I'm sorry.
Well, Cowboys will win number 2 on y'all this evening. Anyway, come on in the room. Come on in the room, you guys. How are you doing? Come on in. Hey, Jason Pennywell. How you doing, Georgia Peach Denise? Hey, Bionic Prince. What's up, T9's boxing class? Shogun 76 is here. John Nori, 704 Joe. How you doing, Jason? Andre Styles is in the building. Philly Bull 91 is here. Benaya Wright. Hey. Young World, how you doing? OG Eric in St. Louis, how are you? Andre Styles, Fentanyl, Public Relations, he's back again. How are you today? Hey, Ed Freeman, Stephen L., what's going down? Okay. Ed Freeman, thank you, Ed. Stephen Elder Mack, he came in with a nice $2 super chat. How you doing? Okay, don't be coming in here with them faces, and don't be leaving them faces in the comment section either.
You know, my friend be shouting y'all out, and I be reading y'all comments while y'all, because and she's at the beginning and I'm at the end. I'm telling y'all right now, when she get done reading y'all comments and her face drop down, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna bully the shit out of y'all. I promise you I am. Go ahead, friend.
Y'all, why do y'all do this? Y'all like for her to wreak havoc on y'all. Khan, how you doing in Tincab? I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. Hey, Chris, what's going down? Bella Faith, how are you? Tiana Scott, hey girl, hey. Hey, Nakia, you still in the DR? Who else? Tommy Tom, how are you? Phenomenal Mexican. How you doing? What's up, KO? How about them Cowboys? Yes, yeah, out it. Hey, Keisha Sellers, girl. Random Thoughts, Boxing and Barbecue, Coach 67, Joe Townsend, how you doing? Let's see, who else is up in here? Oh, that's how you feel, okay? See, that's why I gave you that energy in the first place, because you'll be on some real slick ass. All right, Kay. And I be trying to come neutral because I don't be wanting folks
That's okay.
hitting on them just because.
We gonna talk about Bud being a hoe today. Okay, you gonna get your way today. If this is Burger King today, we gonna have it your way.
You definitely gonna have it your way. Cause Kay, I be trying not to light up you. I be trying. But that's okay. That's all right. It's all good. Boxing and Sparring. How you doing, Sean Terrence? Chocolate Dip 86. Hey now. Let's see. Who else? Marcus. I see you, Marcus. FX Morpheus. How are you? Talib Cunningham. He says, how about them Cowboys? How about them? How about them? All up in your play. Yeah, Violencia. Phenomenal Mexican came back with $2. He said BOXIANA about to call the cops on the barbecue. Yeah.
You're gonna have to pick your race with me. I'm going to be white or Mexican. I'm not gonna be both. And we party till 5 a.m. So I don't know who's calling the police on the barbecue, but you won't be back next week. I'm gonna get you at the end of the show, the very end of it. And when you try to leave a comment, because you always got something to say towards the middle of the week that's really funny, you'll be like, damn, I can't even comment. She was for real. You can come back for Christmas. Merry Christmas. You can come back when I put my Christmas tree up.
Oh, wow. Damn. Phenomenal Mexican. Golly. Yeah, we're finna get into it though, because boxing is a little bit dry, but it's mess going on. Okay, and I don't really like to cover the mess. I would much rather cover actual boxing and whatnot, but it's mess going on, men and mess. So we're gonna talk about it today because that's all we got to talk about boxing wise. I mean, we had a Friday card. We saw Xander Zayas put in work before we got off on Friday. He bust that man's nose wide open, and it just was a bloody mess in the ring. Shout out to Xander Zayas' friend. Who you want him to see him fight next? Xander's at 154. He's been steady. I think it's time for something.
Do they have any 154 pounders over there?
I don't think so. None that are.
I need to see him with a little test on him. I think it's time. It's time. He looked phenomenal last night. Friday night. He cut that boy on the nose, and he was just bleeding. Like somebody had stabbed him right there on the nose with a really sharp knife. I was like, oh my God, close it up. Where's the cut man? There was no cut man. I had to think. They love to say people don't cross the street. 154 pounds. I ain't seen Castano since he fought Mega Male.
Castano, think that's a bit much?
No. It's time. He's 16 fights in. By now, we want them to start having some competitive fights. So I'm thinking maybe somewhere up in Sebastian Fundora, maybe Lubin. Nah, he'll beat the out of Lubin. I don't want to
Well,
see
we got to see what Lubin looks like on this undercard, because baby, that's gonna be a fight. I don't know what none of y'all thinking. I don't know if y'all thinking Lubin just about to walk through Mr. Ramos. That's gonna be a fight, and I'm not
And
sure I'm picking Lubin to win.
where on earth is Ramos an easy night? I've seen a bunch of people talking about Lubin is the favorite in this fight. Is he really? What's going on? Maybe we missed something. I don't know.
Listen, you know what, Andre Styles, I like that. Tony Harrison is a good fight for him. Why not?
No.
Why not?
No.
I like that
I
fight.
don't. And what about what's his name? The windmiller with the knees. J Rock. What about J Rock?
Did you say the windmiller with the knee? Oh, dear Jesus.
I'm just saying, why
That's
must you
not a
try?
bad fight.
Okay, well then y'all leave Tony Harrison alone. Don't
All of
mention
those fights, though, friend, like
that's
you said, are on the proverbial other side of the street. Now, I'm not big on that, gotta cross the street and all of that. They don't work with each other. I'm not big on that. When motherfuckers want to fight, they fight. Okay. So I don't want to hear that. I think that's a good fight for him because I don't know anybody else on Top Rank at this point who he can fight except for who's the young boy, the young dude, the young black guy that moved up to 54 that
Jahai
lost.
Tucker.
Jahai Tucker.
I
And they're not
don't
gonna make that fight.
I don't want to see that.
Well, they're not gonna make that's a good ass fight. But maybe he could fight the dude that beat Jahai Tucker.
Okay. But I'm feeling a little bit more competitive. I give him Sebastian Fundora at 154. Sebastian needs to fight, I think.
Pablo, that's a good one. I
Banana
know you
has
gonna say
not recovered since Magamel gave him a seizure.
I know, but it's a good step up fight though.
No, his guts have not healed. Remember, I told y'all in that last fight, those guts will never heal. I don't know what Magamel did to the inside of his stomach, but it's permanently bruised. He get hit too many times in that stomach, he cave.
I mean, I'm just saying, I want to see the man in with a former champ. I want to see him in with a step up in competition. If he dismantles him, then great, move up more. That's all I'm saying.
And can I ask a logical question to the people? Can somebody tell me why Sebastian Fundora is fighting at 154 pounds? I know there's. Go ahead, Fred.
I just think he's an awkwardly built man and he's comfortable at 154. Like,
I
I don't
don't,
think he's killing himself to make weight.
friend. Okay, let's be logical here. You know, I'm a nerd, so let's pull out some nerd shit, right? Sebastian Fundora is 6'7", right?
Okay.
How tall is Sebastian Fundora?
Yeah, he about 6'5", 6'6", something like that.
Okay,
He's tough.
so the average weight for a 6'5", 6'6" man, I want to say is over 200 pounds. That's the average weight of them. His sister ain't skinny like that. She thin, but she ain't skinny like that. I want to know why he won't gain no weight. He can easily fight at 175 pounds. Like, I feel like he killing himself because when he rehydrate, what do he rehydrate to? It's not 154 pounds.
What is it?
Shit, at least 160.
But I'm saying, if he rehydrate to 160, is that a lot?
I mean, no, not for a person that height.
That's what I'm saying. I think he's just naturally thin. Of course, he's not. I don't think he's naturally 154 pounds thin. But if he were at his regular walk around weight, I don't think his regular walk around weight is 175 pounds.
200 pounds will be skinny on him because he's so tall. If he got up to 200 pounds, he would look 154 pounds still.
Exactly, Black 7. He say he can make 147.
And
I
if
think
he does, that's criminal.
it's not.
Yes, it is. And I
Not
hate to say it, but there was some commercials that used to come on when we were kids, and they used, don't leave. No, come back, friend. If he go down to 147 pounds, he will be a starving child with flies flying all around his head and shit. He would be at 104. I see his bones at 154 pounds, and I know, man, say no. No,
friend,
no.
it's some people that are just naturally small like that. He's one of them people. Like, I don't think he's like killing himself to make 54. The man said he can make 47 if he want to. He just doesn't. I don't think it kills him to make 54. I really don't. I think he just is a naturally tall, awkwardly tall, thin man. And it doesn't look normal. You don't see it all the time, but occasionally you get weird, awkward weight dilemmas. I don't think he killing himself. I think he could go up, but I don't think his walk around weight is like 175. Do you see him when he had other fights? He still looked tall and slim. He's not a thick man. He's not. He's small. So I don't consider him a weight bully. He ain't never had no problems on the scale. He's never been teetering the scale. He always come in on weight or underweight. So I don't know. He's just, odd in that regard. He's odd. Nakia, make him freeze, Anthony. Thank you for the super chat. She says, I'm back from PR. And oh, you were in the Puerto Rico. I'm sorry. I thought you were in the DR. She said, I'm back from PR in DC, and I was able to watch my team win. Hashtag HTTC win number 2. Who is HTTC? Who was that? Yeah, his sister is skinny, fentanyl. So yeah, I don't know. Who said champion? Who you talking to? Who you talking to? Talking about y'all sound casual as fuck saying Lubin is the favorite. Who you talking to? And normally I ain't in the chat like that, but don't who you talking to? Cause I need to know. Nakia came back. She says, also, Nik J, you didn't have to put me on blast about my cigars. Sorry. I had a cigar in my mouth, then I got one in there. You put yourself on blast. You be having your pictures and whatnot blowing smoke. I ain't do it. You did it, Gary. You did it. You did it. Yeah, exactly, Bella. Virgil falling out. He dehydrated and he still can't make 147. Hey, he been needed to move up. Sebastian ain't having no problems like that. And Sebastian is he's just different. He's tall and super thin, but I think that would be, I don't know if that's a good fight for Xander. I don't know if that's a good fight for Sebastian though either. I'm curious to see what fight he takes after getting knocked out like that. Who you think Sebastian?
Yeah, because I keep saying he can't see, and until he get those eyes fixed, I don't want him to do anything. He needs to have LASIK real bad, because whoever walked him out in that last fight, they had to guide him out. He had his hands on his shoulder, and he was walking him out like this, like Stevie Wonder be using that lady.
Friend, stop. Oh, Corey Parker. He said, so do we agree that Bud New Era was weight drained?
But if we say that, we making excuses. I'm not making excuses for my guy. He ain't making no excuses, me neither. But if we was to say that there's a guy waiting for us to say something so he can clip it and add it to his videos that he's been making of Spence fans. So I decline to share that sentiment out loud with you guys, but I got fucking thoughts. My conspiracy theory meter has gone through the roof completely at this point.
Well, we'll talk about it later. We shall talk about it later. I'm with you. I still like Fundora. I think he learned a little something from that knockout. I like Fundora still. But shout out to Xander Zayas for his win. And we have to talk about the Joet Gonzalez Luis Alberto Lopez main card. Good card, good fight, good scrap, really wide scorecards yet again. This has been a constant over this last year that there's always going to be a scorecard on one of these in one of these fights on one of these main cards. It's always a scorecard that makes you say, Now who judging? Who is judging? Because I just didn't have it that wide, friend. I know I didn't have it that wide, but you, how did you feel about that fight?
Friend, I ain't gonna cap to you. I thought Joet was on his ass. And for him to have retained that title, I don't know, man. And I paid damn good attention to it. Like, since Joet fought Shakur, he's gotten better. And he really been in there whooping people's asses. So, like, I knew coming into this fight what I was expecting to see from Joet. And I saw it. I don't know how that man won, friend. I thought Joet won.
You did.
I did, friend. Maybe because I was rooting for him so tough, but that other dude wasn't doing enough for me. Joet looked decent.
Joet looked decent. I didn't think he did enough to take the champs titles. And I felt like and I'm just gonna be honest with y'all, I didn't score the fight, although I was just looking at it as a fan. I felt like Lopez, he landed the bigger punches. He hurt Joet. He had him hurt a few different times in that fight. So I felt like he won the fight. I just didn't think the scorecards were indicative of what I was watching. No, I don't think it was that wide of a margin. Now, again, I didn't take score. I didn't keep score, but just what my eyeballs said didn't say it was that wide of a margin. So I don't know, where does Joet go from here? What is he about to do now? Every time he get a step up, every time he get a championship opportunity, and he done had like 3. Every time he get a championship opportunity, he go in there and lay an egg. What is next for Joet Gonzalez?
I mean, he could become a great journeyman at this point. He a tough fight, regardless. People ain't going in there beating his ass and he ain't getting knocked out. Let him get some little fight, be the guy that the little guys is fighting when they come up. You know what I'm saying? He could be the step-up fight for some people. But I don't know, friend. They can keep putting him back in the winner's circle and see what he do. You know what I'm saying? Give those champions that tough fight at that level.
You're not ready to give him a job yet?
No. Because he got better from Shakur. So I'm going to give him one more time. If he go in there and bomb it down, I'll have him win. I actually got a job for him already, but
you ain't going to tell it to the people yet. Yeah, I feel like he's leaning towards gatekeeper status.
He is, though.
Yeah. I feel like he's a good test fight for somebody. That's where he's headed at this point. You mentioned. Well, I'll say that. Did you watch the second episode of the All Access?
I did. I watched them both.
I came away with some interesting thoughts, but I want to hear how you felt about it, because I know both of these gentlemen are 2 of your favorites. I know how you feel about having to watch this fight, having to cover this fight. It's very difficult for you. I want to know how you feel about the All Access and how they are showing these gentlemen to the public.
You know what's crazy? I like the fact that they are painting these people as like upholding citizens. Like, I got this wife and these kids, and I love them very much. And I do this all for my kids. Like, got an opportunity to see Jermel with his oldest son. They don't show his kids very often. He got a grownish daughter and a grownish son that's about my son's age. So
Teenagers.
took him fishing. Kids don't want to mess with the worm. These kids are so funny, man. Like, they're hilarious. But I love the picture that Showtime captures when they show these men as family men. Like Canelo and his wife. He kept calling her the love of his life more than once. He's so happy. He got his son. He wants to box and he wouldn't be, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love it. I got to one part that I kind of like was frowning my face up on. And it's because, friend, I watched Errol do it for
You
like
ain't
months.
shit fence now.
I see. But let me tell you, because okay, so now I gotta tell y'all how I talked to my friend. So I called my friend earlier and we were having a conversation. And I was like, man, like I like that they're painting them as family men. Like there's no mentions of like no side bitches or no struggle. Like everything is perfection. Like y'all, we didn't all heard a little rumor here and there everywhere of how shit go, but like they messing with some solid ass people. Cause you ain't heard a word about Canelo nor Jamel doing the cheating thing. You know what I'm saying? So like it was refreshing to see. I love Canelo. I like his camp. I like his wife. I like the kids. Jamel, that's my guy, man. It just it warms my heart to see him grown up the way he's grown up. Cause I remember the cocaine Charlo, gold hair, acting a fucking fool. You know what I'm saying? Like we went through some times, you guys. Like y'all should be proud of what y'all see. But like I like that the most, friend. They don't show them like that eye. You would be out with and you see something bad walk by and that eye do like that. The eye didn't even turn to the side. Like it was great. It was refreshing. I do. I like it. I love Canelo. I like the family oriented. They kept bringing up the goal that they made, and as a family, nothing is changing. I like that shit. So I got a little bit more into it, friend. I know you said it was boring. It was fast, and it was, but I had to go watch it again and like watch it as a fan of both of them. I liked it. I liked it.
I mean, it was okay.
Oh, come on.
It was okay. It was better than the first episode. I'm, I don't know. I don't know if it's what they're showing is not all access worthy to me. I mean, I mean, one episode for me of family life is enough. I want to see you in the gym. I want to see you grinding. I want to see you're learning. I don't know. It's just not giving what I'm looking for. I'm looking for some drama. This fight should be like having a huge buzz. It does not. There is no huge buzz. The fight is 2 weeks away. And I'm like, okay, cool. I don't feel no kind of way. It's just, okay. I don't know. It's not doing what I wanted to do. I hope the fight is much better than the build up.
Okay,
I'll
well,
say that.
fine. Since we gotta say that it's Sunday, I gotta be honest. Now that it's over with, I felt like that about the Spence versus Crawford all access. I was very much not. It was the same thing, showing them with their kids, feeding their family. There was no gym shit. Like, I mean, we're painting these guys out to be these characters, and they are dads, and they want us to know, most importantly, they take care of their family.
I
I'm
love
doing this
that.
for my family.
I love
Well,
that.
I was bored with that one. It was the same to me. Same production. The only difference was the food. They all did yoga. I don't want none of my fighters to go to no more yoga.
And maybe
We're gonna
that's why I think maybe that's why I'm feeling like this about this one, because I feel like this is the second go around with the same plot. Like, and I get it. These are old, not older, but in boxing terms, they're not young dudes. So you're not gonna see all the extra rah rah. Both of all the these four gentlemen, Crawford, Spence, Alvarez, Charlo, they are family men. They got kids. They real, they focused on that. And I get it. I got it. Give me more boxing though. Give me more boxing. Give me more boxing. Give me more boxing. Give me more boxing, because it's only so much I can take. Give me more boxing. Give me more boxing. The massages, the
and then
I don't know.
you know what, I was appalled because the place that Canelo went to, like, it was giving bathhouses. And who was that lady, Helga, that was giving the massage?
I
I was
don't
like,
know. It just
who the fuck is this Helga? This, I know we ain't no, like, I'm not expecting them to be on, like, no Deshaun Watson shit. Like, I'm expecting them to, like, nah, friend, it's out there in the air. I don't trust him no more.
why did you have to shoot
I'm
him
just
like
saying,
that?
man, hey.
He did not deserve that bullet today.
Yes, he did. And hey, I am a Texan, but I'm looking at him out the side of my eye after I read all them documents.
I can't believe he took that bullet for no damn reason.
That man
He
is
was
a creep.
minding his business.
He is a creep.
How he get in it?
At least because
How he get in it?
friend, my brain heard massage, and I don't know, football is still in my head. It all got tied in and wrapped in together. I'm just saying, friend.
How he get in it?
He friend, every time. He got to catch it from me every time. I told you, I believed him. I was on Twitter telling them people that y'all is lying on this man. Till I heard he was driving to other fucking towns looking for massage places because they didn't kick them out of all the ones in Houston.
Allegations that have not been proven.
I don't know, man. I think his brother got a problem.
Allegations. Allegations.
Allegedly.
Allegations that have yet to be proven factual.
I'm just saying, friend, if you can't get it in your city and you so desperate, you got to drive to another town. He drove like 4 hours. I don't know how we got here, friend. Let me keep going. It was Helga in this massage place that Canelo was walking out of. It was very sketchy. I didn't like Helga. She looked like she lived in a trailer and drink beer, the cans, at nighttime. I'm sorry. Okay.
I don't know how we got there, y'all, but we back on boxing. And I just really do hope that the fight on the 30th is way better than the buildup has been. We'll talk about it more next week because, I just really don't have nothing else to say. Like, I'm glad that Charlo is getting the coins he's gonna get for this fight. I'm assuming he's gonna get a nice bag for this. But I just really want Canelo to fight somebody that actually does fight at 168. Just saying.
I feel like you want to say something, friend. What is it that you're trying to say? Because what was that last part? He needs to fight somebody that actually fights at 168. And who do you speak of?
Oh, the guy who's been waiting to fight him, who's fought his way back up into the position to fight for said belts, just,
Who?
David Benavidez.
Oh, okay. Well, moving right along, because Canelo said he ain't fighting him. Face box can do what he want to do. He fighting Jermell Charlo. And after he fight Jermell Charlo, he'll fight Jamal Charlo. And after he fight him, then he gonna fight Bud, and then he done.
I don't think he fighting Bud.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about it. Folks coming in here late asking about Bud and shit. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So apparently, folks, people been talking for them. I can't say Bud has said this. I haven't heard anything from Bud. Correct me if I'm wrong. But his folks, have spread around that apparently he doesn't want to take the rematch at 154. He wants the rematch again at 147. After he said on more than one occasion that he had no problem taking a rematch at 154. So apparently, I don't understand how this works. If he's not taking a fight at 154 with Errol Spence Jr., are you staying down at 147? And if so, who are you fighting? But if you're not taking a rematch with Errol Spence Jr. at 154, who you finna fight at 154 or above? And if you finna fight somebody else, why wouldn't you fight Errol Spence? I want to hear your theory, because I know you got one, friend.
The snacks and Bo Mac belly button ain't gone bad. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the snack and belly button Bo Mac and Bo Mac belly button has gone bad. Because it sure is funny to me. Got your black ass up in front of the world and said, yeah, we can run it back at 154 pounds. Now, and then, you know what I don't like? It was Steven Nelson that told the business, sir, you're ghetto. And I don't call people ghetto often, but I know one thing I never do. I never get on national television and hold my shirt up and there's no pack there. But you, sir, you got your ass on BLK prom and you start talking and holding your shirt up. I don't like it. It's very ghetto. But I will say this. There's something strange to me. Why all of a sudden you don't want to fight Errol at 154 pounds? And I'm going to tell you, like, it's Sunday. We got to be honest. I don't like that my fighter is so fucking quiet about it. Get out here in your black fucking Air Forces and say something. I'm tired. You know what? I'm tired of being the motherfucking front man. Because you know who running the scheme on Twitter since all the Spence fans have disappeared? It's me. I'm running the scheme now, friend. Nah. Y'all got me out here windmilling and shit on my fucking own. Ain't giving me I'm bouncing this shit off myself at this point. Because I ain't got nothing to bounce off nobody. And no tea, no shade. We still family. Cousins get into it all the time. But as your cousin, help me help you. Because where the fuck are you at? Say something. Say something. I ain't got nothing else to say. I'm running out of things to say. And I didn't think that was possible. I've been doing all this talking for 5 fucking years, friend. I didn't think I was ever going to run out of shit to say. I'm out of shit to say. Now, Bud saying it's 147 or nothing, that's a whole move to me. You told all of us we was going to do it back at 154. Now it's 147 or it's a waste of time. All right. I see what this is. And a little hoe ass both Bud fans. Here they come. He the A side now. He can decide. That sure is funny. Because when Errol was the A side, he had to give Bud everything he wanted to make the fucking fight in the first place. Now you didn't won and It's nanny nanny boo boo. Okay, Chris Colbert. Take your little participation medal and get the fuck on then. I'm not gonna worry about it, but I don't give a fuck about Bud. Where the fuck is my cousin at? Got me out here in these fucking streets getting my wig snatched. I done had this motherfucker pulled back so many goddamn times. I had to take a couple days off Twitter. Like, I just needed a couple of days. Because I can't keep running the fucking front. The only person that I'm going to continue to run the front for is Shadesha. I'll get on there and tear your ass up behind Shadesha. I'm not going to keep doing that. Like, I'm finna start letting people say what they want to say and just going the fuck on. I'm moving on to better things. And I'm just saying, like, I'm moving on to better things. I'm not going to keep doing this shit. And speaking of, let me tell y'all something. Y'all fans make it hard for these athletes to fuck with us. I ain't gonna name this man by name, but he's a man in his 60s. I'm gonna say that again. He a man in his 60s. Not only is he in his 60s, he got well-formed titties. A bottom fupa. And y'all know what the one I'm talking about. You know the big girl that's kind of fine and she got a little bit of stomach, but it hang on the bottom a lot. She got to tuck it in. Him. He got one of them and a Hank Hill bottom. Okay? Don't you get your ass up and ask a fucking fighter for a photo. And then you get on the internet and post and it was like, oh, I saw him tomorrow, August the 25th, and he at least 170 something pounds. You too. Probably more. And your titties are well developed. And that fupa, I can see it through that white shirt. And you know what's crazy? I don't like for big men to suck their stomach in when they try to take a picture. Why on earth would you try to suck that motherfucking stomach in and we already see it? Do you not know that we can tell when you suck your stomach in, your chest raise up? That chest don't look like that when you walking around normally yourself. Y'all out y'all shit. Why on earth would you walk up to that man, ask him for a photo, and then go shit on him? And it's Bud fans in the comments that saying he didn't say anything wrong. He's not shitting. He's just saying it's a month removed from the fight, and Errol Spencer's 170 pounds. So fucking what? Wow. Okay, Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig's. I didn't know y'all were getting paid to monitor this man's weight. I think that's kind of fucking weird. You goddamn Weight Watchers that y'all watching this man. Like, are you watching his portions of food that he eat too? Errol, you've had too much mac and cheese. That's your fifth spoon. Meanwhile, you carrying an 18-month baby around in your stomach and had the nerve to suck it in for a photo. Bitch, we see you. I see it. I see it. He one of them ones that then got old and trying to get back in the gym as an old man. So he got that sag and the muscle that he done built up, but that nipple still pointing down. Them. Okay, friend, I'm done. All I'm going to say is y'all stop. Don't ask for a picture from these people and then get on the internet and shit on them later. It's tacky. It makes them not want to fuck with their fans. Well, go ahead, friend. Not sorry. Go ahead.
I just, folks gonna do what they do. It was a bit appalling, and I didn't realize it until you told it to me that whoever this person is, he's supposed to be a diehard Spence fan or whatnot. It wasn't the fact that he said, to me when I read it, it wasn't that he said he looked like he weighed 170 pounds, low fat. So he's still in shape. He just looked healthy, is what I gathered from it. It was the last part of that that threw me off. When he said that Spence knew he couldn't do it, he was in it for the money. He took a check, and I'm thinking to myself, no, really no. Because if that were the case, he wouldn't have made so many concessions to make the fight. He made the fight because he wanted to achieve his goal. His goal was to become undisputed at 147, be the first 147-pound undisputed champion in the 4-belt era. That was where his tunnel vision was. And because of that, he made some mistakes. This is just what he did. He made some unwise decisions to get the fight made. Why, as a fan, would you say he's in it for the money? If that's the case, he would have never altered the split. He would have never done any of that. He would have never made any concessions if he was only there for the money. So that's the part that was off-putting to me, especially coming from somebody who's supposed to be an Errol Spence fan. Go ahead. Go ahead, friend.
Pick up your phone. It's a goddamn, it's a pattern with these people.
What's going on?
And I have a theory about these people. And I be right. They all be fucking hoes, friend.
What is going on?
Radio Raccoon got the same motherfucking problem. Pick up your phone and tell me what you see. What is the first thing you see when you look at that picture?
What is it? What I miss? What? No. Him don't have no edge up.
Not a motherfucking one.
Oh, him don't have no edge up.
His edge up go from ear to ear. It's round.
It's got jagged edges. It's jagged edges. It's not even.
That's what I mean. Like I don't look the best when I come out here. But you can't say my hair be fucked up. I can say my hair be fucked up. You can't say my hair be fucked up. Like I don't look clean or like, you know what I'm saying? My shit out of place. You can't talk shit about people and you look like that. You ain't got no edge up. People that don't have edge up typically talk the most worst shit about people. Look at Stephen A. He just now got his act together. You see how clean his shit is up there with Shannon? You have to get on a black show for you to get your fucking edge up right. Now he talking shit and people listen to him because his shit straight. Your shit not good. I'm not listening to you. You better go clean that shit up.
I didn't even zero in on the edge up, but yeah,
I'm fixing to put it on Instagram.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna post the picture of him, and then y'all can go see for yourself. Give me 2, so I'm gonna blow it up so y'all can see it too. All right, post it. I ain't even putting no caption on it.
I just thought it was weird from coming from somebody who's supposed to be a Spence fan. That last line is what got me because he really didn't. To me, it wasn't an insult. We all know that EJ walk around at about 170, 175, and that's in shape. That's not fat. People were trying to say he got a belly already, this, that, and the third. No, he's not out of shape at all. He looks like he's in damn good shape. He just looks healthy. His face is filled out. He's not at 147 pounds, killing himself to get there. So, I don't know. It just was weird to me. I don't know. But whatever. What I do want to talk about, though, is what happens, and I want to hear from the Bud fans. Who do y'all want to see Bud fight next? Because most of y'all don't want to see a rematch. You're not interested in seeing a rematch with Spence. And it seems like he's not interested in giving him one at 154 pounds. So I'm curious to know, what is it that you all want for your fighter next? Who do you guys want to see Bud Crawford fight next? And this is for the Crawford fans. I want to know what the Crawford fans want. Kay wants him to fight Canelo. Well, Canelo don't want to fight him, Kay.
Okay, you know what? Now Canelo just some hoe, right? Like I'm really confused at this superpower that Bud then got all of a sudden. Now he can beat David Benavidez too, huh, y'all? Won't y'all let him go on and go up to 168 and fight David Benavidez? How about Caleb Plant? Let him fight Caleb Plant at 168 since he can beat everybody. Let's just sign him up for all of the shit now. Cause I mean, damn, Bud can't get beat by nobody. So let him go up there and fuck with Canelo since Canelo's some hoe.
But let's be realistic about it because Canelo has a fight in 2 weeks. All right. So if and this is a big if because it's not a given that he's going to win this fight with Charlo. Either way, I'm seeing a lot of Canelo. I'm seeing a lot of Charlo. Either way, is it reasonable to say that that fight for him next is not reasonable because of the time limit? Like, depending on how this fight goes between Charlo and Canelo, we don't know what kind of fight it's going to be. If it's going to be a bloodbath, a war, we don't know. So we don't know what the timetable for them is going to be. But there is a Thurman out there. There is a Boots Ennis out there. Is he going to 154 or is he going up to 168? He just going to completely bypass 160.
He said he wasn't fucking fighting Keith Thurman or Danny. He said basically fuck them. And you know what, Drink? It's funny that you say that because we've talked about Errol fighting at a bigger weight. We ain't never discussed Bud going up that weight. Like now we being sensible and shit when it was Errol. No, Errol is big. He wants to fight up there. Like he could fight at 160, 168 pounds. We don't know that about Bud.
Drink says, listen to how sensible EJ fans are all of a sudden. When it was EJ versus Canelo, it was Errol got options. Not a single EJ fan talking about how stupid that fight sounded. Drink. And I know you smart. So I'm not finna, you ain't finna play with me and I ain't finna play with you. Errol came in professionally at 154. Dropped down to 47. Crawford came in at 130, 135. So you gonna tell me that I'm being, all of a sudden sensible? You telling me that's not sensible to think it's a stretch for Crawford to go up to 168 when he said himself he probably wouldn't fight any higher than 160? Like, we're not finna do that. We're not finna play crazy as if Bud Crawford is not naturally the smaller man. Now it's just normal for him to jump from 47 to 68. Okay, that's what we gonna do today.
Right. You know what? I've noticed something when we have to have some shit when it concerns Bud fans. There is no reasoning with y'all. And then now that the fight didn't pass, it was y'all talk shit to us for 5 years. This is just pay. Like I want to know when y'all were ever silent because I can remember talking this same fucking shit on the fight party. So I know if Drink was doing it, y'all were doing it too. So like, when did Crawford fans suffer like some atrocities to where I don't understand because y'all talk the same amount of shit that we talked. The same amount of discrediting y'all did to Errol, we did to Bud. Now y'all the victim? That shit confuses me and it fucks me up because like, where do we get this from that this is for the 5 years that y'all talk shit? Were y'all silent? It's fucking me up to think that y'all were quiet during that time because I can remember y'all were talking the same amount of shit we did. Y'all was calling Errol a drunk and a pirate. I remember the shit that y'all were saying. Now y'all the victim. All right, go off. That shit's weird to me.
Okay, and Kay says Crawford against the winner of Canelo and Charlo in May 2024. So in May of 2024, if that's the case, that'll be what, almost a year? Okay. I want to see. I want what y'all want. I want to see it.
And if he want to fight Canelo, me too. I'm
I
hoping.
want to see it. I
I
want to
love
see it.
Jamel. I'm hoping Canelo win. I hope Canelo win just cause I want to see what I just want to see.
No, you know what? I'm pulling for Charlo to win because actually, that's the fight I want to see. If he go up and fight anybody other than Errol Spence Jr., I want to see him fight Charlo. I want to see that. They have a disdain for each other already. So it's a little personal there. So I would love to see that. I'm not gonna cap to you. If I have to choose between which one of them he fights, it would be Charlo. I don't think it'll be at 168, but we'll see. We shall see.
And Drink, I'm not saying you specifically said he a pirate in the drum. I'm saying Bud fans, stop. Hey, okay, I didn't say you specifically. I'm saying Budrick fans were the ones that was saying it. Budrick, I'm sorry. Don't take it offensive.
Tommy Tom, thank you, Tommy Tom, for coming through. He says, I think Spence versus Fondora at 54 is an awesome fight. Both men coming off bad losses. What y'all think? Tommy Tom, I think that's a good fight too. I wouldn't shun that fight at all. As much as I like Sebastian Fondora, he was asking for the Spence fight before he got beat. When Spence was talking about moving up after his fight at 47, he wanted a Spence fight. He was welcoming a Spence fight. So I want that for him. I'm starting
Well,
to want for these
I
boxers what
I
they
want
want
to
for
see.
themselves.
I wouldn't mind Tim Zoo and EJ at 154.
I wouldn't mind that either. I wouldn't mind that either. Zoo got a fight coming up. So hey, I wouldn't mind that either. Hey, Karma girl. Karma says, Butt fans have master's degrees in revisionist history and do. And do. And do. Hey, Mike Jones. He says, I want a brutal knockout from Charlo on Bud. Listen, I'm going to let folks have their moments. Okay. This has been a long time coming. And ain't nobody asking for mercy. I want y'all to have y'all moment. Have it. Have it. I hope your gums get raw. I hope your fingers don't have no motherfucking prints on them after you finish typing all your good comments and shit to people. I want y'all to have a funky good time on this victory lap. Hey, I'm a big girl. I can handle all of this. I want whatever it is y'all want for y'all guy. I want y'all gotta have it. I want y'all gotta have it.
I fucking don't. I don't know what my friend fucking talking about. I don't want none of that shit my friend talking about. I want that nigga stumped out in the motherfucking dirt. I don't give a fuck about y'all gloating. None of that shit. I'm on board for whoever can whoop his ass except for Boots. Because Boots can't whoop his ass. So I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. My friend I love, that's my sister, my ace. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
See, I be trying to keep the peace. I be trying to, be a diplomat in this. Drink, I'm with you. If I could have my way, I'd want it in December at 54. That way, any doubts that I may have had about what happened at 47, for me, they will be answered at 54. They will
But
be
guess
answered.
what? We ain't gonna get shit at 54. You wanna know why?
Why?
Cause I wanna beat you at the weight I know I could bust your ass at. He unsure about that 154. Cause if he was sure, it wouldn't be no question 147 to nothing. No, we having a rematch at 154 in December. That was the motherfucking thing. Now it's not a thing. Fuck you. I hope somebody whoop your ass at 147 since that's where you want to stay and play. You got all the belts? Cool. Don't run from Boots too long because I'm not saying that Bud gonna be able to beat Boots forever. He can beat him right now.
Well, you know what I will say? That Bud that fought all the other fights that he fought at 147 pounds. I want to see him do it against Boots. I wouldn't mind seeing him fight. If he's gonna stay at 147 pounds. That's the interesting part, because he said it was hard for him to make 147 pounds. So is he gonna stay at 47, or is he gonna move to 50? Where is he moving to? That's still left up in the air. But if he decides to stay at 47, I wouldn't even mind seeing him fight Stanionis. I think that would be a good fight. Somebody that's a healthy 147 pounds, I wouldn't mind seeing that for him. I wouldn't mind it.
Well, guess what, Drink? I don't know a motherfucking thing about boxing. Because what I do know is, y'all said, Bud a killer. But I know one thing Bud don't do. He don't stand on his word. So that's why we're here now. Again, it's a fuck shit. Fuck shit for 5 fucking years. Errol got the blame. PBC got the blame. Al Heyman. Somebody that don't... Y'all, I think y'all don't know what Al Heyman do. I know for a fact y'all don't know what Al Heyman do. Al Heyman ain't making these fights, you guys. I know y'all want to believe that. I know it's in your soul. It has been embedded. That's not Al, you guys. But I'm not here to explain this boxing shit because, you know, I don't know anything.
You don't know nothing about boxing. You don't know shit about boxing.
So, with that being said, we're on to some more fuck shit again. And we're noticing a pattern. Errol told y'all he's going to clean up his side of the fucking field. Then he was going to go after Bud. He did that. Gave Bud everything he wanted. Now, again, we're back in this same fuck shit pile of shit. Trying to figure out what's what. And now Bud's the A side, so he get to decide whatever the... Come on,
well,
man.
It just... Listen, Ty French says there's some chickenish shit. Yep, PBC was right. I tend to agree with that. And what it does for me, it just solidifies who I thought he was initially. Not taking anything away from him as a boxer. He's a phenomenal boxer. Phenomenal talent in the ring.
Y'all really asking for it. So since everybody's talking about Bud Dodge, you can't find nobody that ain't talking about Bud on the live. This is what we're going to do. We're going to go on to our next subject because we're not going to talk about Bud all night.
Well, our next subject is a Bud protege.
God.
And in true Bud fashion, I'm going to mind my tone and delivery because it's been off here lately. In true Bud fashion, Shakur Stevenson has made some questionable moves over the last few months, some questionable statements over the last few months. And here recently, he did an interview where he called Frank Martin everything but a child of God. And it just behooves me to question his motive. Why go so hard at Frank Martin? Okay, cool. I'll let's say, just for the sake of argument, Frank Martin ducked Shakur Stevenson. According to Shakur Stevenson, there have been several boxers who've ducked him. I don't recall him talking like this about none of them. Not none of them. But for some reason, and I'm interested to know how you guys feel about it as the chat. Does it seem excessive the way he's talking real grimy about Frank Martin? Or is it just Shakur being Shakur? Is that who he is? Because he didn't do that to all of the other folks that ducked him or turned down his fights. I don't recall him saying all the stuff that he's saying about Frank. I just find it strange that you this mad at somebody. Because them other people you wasn't that mad at. Why you so mad at Frank? Why you got so much ill shit to say about Frank? Because the way I'm looking at it is, you knew that Frank Martin was somebody to have on your resume that would kind of solidify you a little bit more. You knew that if you fought Frank Martin and you beat Frank Martin, the community would be like, yeah, he got somebody on his resume now. You knew that. But you weren't willing to pay him like you knew that. So now he all kind of bitches and hoes because he like you. He knows his worth. I just find that a little bit hypocritical. Friend, how do you feel about that?
The boy is the police. That's why he blocked me. I 100 completely believe he went to the Budget School of Business. He learned all that he could learn. Nah, you know what? I'm gonna be for real. It's Sunday. I'm gonna tell y'all what I think. I don't think that Bud was unlikable because now that Bud's not with Top Rank anymore, I like Bud as a character. You know what I'm saying? Like, Bud is a character. I love the interviews that he was doing after the fight. That's why I came in here. I gave him his props. I love to see him having fun, loose, being himself. I don't want to say that it's Bud, and I don't want to say it's Shakur. I want to say it's Top Rank. Top Rank is conditioning they black fighters to be this person. Like, you need to get up there and you got to talk all this shit. You got to be a badass. You got to do this. You got to do that for people to want to like you. And that's not the case. Like, Shakur didn't have to do all that. He was a sweet baby. We all remember Shakur when he was in the Olympics. We watch him cry on national television. Like, I thought he was a sweetheart. I can't speak for everybody, but I want to say it's Top Rank because just watch. In a couple of years, they gonna be shitting on Shakur. They lost all this money on Shakur, and Shakur was this, and he was unlikable and unmarketable. Very much strange to me, like, that this would even become a thing. But I want to say that it's Top Rank. I do not believe that it's them as people. Because watch when Shakur leave Top Rank, we're going to see a different in him. Like Bud, he'll be likable. But he's saying all this shit for that reason. That's what I believe, friend. You're muted.
Tommy Town, he says Martin is a duck, but it's different because Martin went along with Arrow and called him out, whereas Cruz and Loma never said they wanted to smoke. Well, hold up. When did he call him out? Tommy Town. I don't recall him calling him out, but I do recall him saying that if he had the same opportunity that Shakur had when he was offered the 25% from Haney, he would have taken it, and people just ran with that as if he said something wrong. I don't know, but whatever. Ty French came back. He says, "I'm glad that Frank didn't fall for the okie doke Bud playing like EJ did. Preserve that record like Bud. I'm not mad at Frank. Hashtag don't fall for it. Ty French, I'm not mad at it either. I'm not mad at it either. And I feel like the offer that was apparently tried to get run on Frank Martin never really was for Frank Martin. It was for who he's ended up fighting. It was for Edwin De Los Santos. It just sounded good to maybe make people think that you was trying to fight Frank Martin. Because from all the information that I have, what was agreed upon and what the contract was saying did not match. And you ain't finna shame me in the court of public opinion to make me take some bullshit money that I know I'm worth more than. Sorry. So the only issue I have with this, and I really don't even have an issue, I just wish it was different. Martin doesn't talk a lot. So a lot of this shit is just out in the atmosphere without any type of rebuttal from him. All he said was, I ain't duck shit. That's it. That's it. That's all. We can do with that what we want. Some folks are going to die on the cross saying he a duck. And that's cool. Hey, that's cool. But I just found it very interesting that all these other fighters that supposedly ducked him turned him down, and it's quite a few of them. I don't know why it's so hard for Shakur to find a fight. Everybody ain't scared of you.
Because of fucking, yeah. Because they
Your
be in them
business is
DMs
bad.
talking. That he be in them DMs talking to these fighters, and they agree on a number of them DMs, and then they go and the crooked society go and print up something different. Y'all be mad at Frank if y'all want to, but I just really need to know how many of y'all is getting hired to a job and they told you they was gonna pay you $18 an hour, and you got your check, and that check said $13 an hour. How many of y'all gonna work?
Keep working.
Keep working. How many of y'all gonna keep working? Lie and say y'all gonna keep working if you want to, you a lie.
A big one. But it's all good because it's boxing and it's cute. And it ain't your money. It's you playing with house money and monopoly money. So it's different to say what you would and wouldn't take. I ain't in folks' pockets like that. So if you think you worth more, then by golly, be worth more. Just don't be saying, boy, you got a lot to say. Okay, Ty French says, Bud, LOL, Bud is not likable in this multiverse. # no and ain't. Is not. Tommy Tom came back and he says, Errol was calling for the Martin versus Shakur. And at first, Shakur was saying he not ready. He should fight Keyshawn. Then Martin said he wanted to fight. Okay, he said he wanted to fight. He didn't do what Edward De Los Santos did. I mean, they boxers. Is he not supposed to say he wants to fight? That's not a bad thing.
You know what's crazy? We be acting like we getting paid to do this shit. We got too much argument for some other people's money. I don't like the pocket watching. It's weird. And it's obviously clear that Edwin De Los Santos signed for that fucking fight, and he finna get paid less to lose. How many of y'all gonna get paid less to lose?
Well, hopefully Edwin comes in there and just does the unthinkable. Hopefully Edwin goes in there and he fights the fight of his life, and we get one of the best fights of the season, because I think if Shakur is who we think he is and who a lot of y'all say he is, this should be easy for him. Edward De Los Santos should be easy. It shouldn't pose a problem. It shouldn't be a hard fight at all. So I can't wait till the November fight. I can't wait to see it. I cannot wait. I'm excited. He talks a lot. So we're talking the kind of shit that you talk, Mr. Stevenson. You should probably be whooping ass and taking names.
Did Edwin come out and confirm this already, that they fight in November?
He did. I think he tweeted about it.
Hold off on that, because I want to see if y'all keep this same energy if Edwin and Shakur don't make it in the ring. We gonna know something. And there's one thing in common in all of these situations at 135. Him and Devin was friends. They not friends no more. They all had a mutual coolness. There's one fucking person that's the reason at 135.
He's the common denominator.
And if Edwin don't get in the motherfucking ring, I know for a fact they gonna be calling that man a motherfucking a duck. He ducked Shakur. No, y'all. We gotta like come to a term, because if Shakur didn't line up Loma, wasn't he next in line to fight Loma?
Yeah, Loma didn't want to fight him. Pitbull Cruz didn't want to fight him. Who else? It was somebody else that didn't want to fight him.
Keyshawn. You need to fight so bad. Fight Keyshawn.
That's his friend. He would never.
That's I don't give a fuck.
He would never.
Yeah. Friends make money.
He would never.
But he could post 1 million motherfucking memes. That don't mean shit. He can post a meme tomorrow.
He better make it to the ring. Yeah, now if Edwin De Los Santos doesn't make it into the ring with Shakur Stevenson, then I mean, at
What
what
happened to
point?
him and Ken Bosses? What him and Ken Bosses going back and forth?
Yeah.
Okay. We throwing out all these names. It's just funny how all the people he on the side of the street with, he can't get a fight with none of them. But all of a sudden, we got to get a PBC fighter? And don't nobody see nothing wrong with this. Okay. We're not going to mention how he fucking snaked the shit out of Jamel Heron. Let's not talk about that. Cold Clock stabbed that man in the motherfucking back. They was friends.
No, they wasn't. That's what he says. I ain't got no friends. Y'all
So funny.
We should have listened when he said that the first time.
He did say he ain't got no friends, and that's true. I believe it.
Folks should have listened the first time because he said that. He damn sure said it. He showed snake behavior way back then. If I'm Keyshawn Davis, I'm be mindful. Be ye very mindful, young man, is all I can say. Be ye mindful. I can't wait to see the fight in November. Whoever it is he fights, I can't wait to see the fight in November. I wish him well. And all that angst and hard talking and animosity that he has for Frank Martin, I hope he take that out on Edwin De Los Santos in November, because, honey, he sounds very, very angry. I just, if I was Frank Martin, I wouldn't have no Puerto Rican talking to me like that. It was me. Just saying.
I don't know. But all this friend shit you got some fights. You just don't want to fight your friend. Plenty of them over there too.
Larry Lopez, from what I'm understanding, is everything that was reported from the Top Rank ESPN side of things. We never got a word or statement from PBC or Frank Martin or his promotional team about anything regarding that fight. So everything that we heard came from Top Rank and ESPN. They said they agreed to terms. Then the fight fell apart because apparently the terms that were agreed upon were not the terms that were sent in the contract. Frank Martin had a problem with the money. Frank Martin came out and said he never asked for 50-50. But what he did ask for, they had a problem with giving. And so he said, fuck y'all.
And you know what's crazy? 96 Slugger, like, I don't know where y'all get that Tank not in a position to turn down no fights, because technically there's a shitload of fights over there for him at 135 that they could easily make whenever they want to make a fight for him. Like, technically he got more options than Shakur. If we just got to be frank, I mean, we're not even being funny when he got more options over there at 135. So why not turn down a fight with Shakur? And I know what I can get with somebody like Tank, who also needs an opponent at 135.
Or not even Tank. It don't even have to be Tank. He can fight somebody else in what they were trying to give him. I mean, I'm telling y'all, and I said it Friday, and I know I pissed y'all off, but I'm going to say it again. Shakur Stevenson and Shakur Stevenson fans got him confused. They think he Devin Haney. They really want him to be Devin Haney. They want him to be able to shot call. They think he Bud, but now they really think he Devin Haney, because they think he's a shot caller like that. But he's not. He is not. And he's not. Sorry. He want to be. But you're not, though, honey. Sorry. Okay? Sorry. So go ahead and fight Edwin De Los Santos. And I hope it's an amazing fight. I want to see Shakur be the Shakur Stevenson that I know he can be in that ring. That's what I want. I don't really want to talk about him no more out of the ring, because I don't have good things to say about him. outside the ring. So I'd rather keep my conversation about Shakur Stevenson inside the ring. It was one more 135-pounder that made an appearance this week on social media. We hadn't seen or heard from him in a while. Friend, did you see your silver tooth buddy at the football game?
I did. I was happy to see him out and about. I'm just waiting for an announcement. I'm just waiting for an announcement.
Who you think he fighting?
I don't want to say friend. Honestly, I don't.
Why not?
Because I feel in my spirit it's Pitbull Cruz.
Do you really?
It does. And I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it. It's just I just want to know why. He deserves more than that. He deserves more than that.
Who does he deserve?
Mm-hmm. Maybe 4 belts.
Well, it's not 4 anymore. It's 3.
3 belts. Maybe 3 belts. Plenty of things that he can do other than Pitbull Cruz.
Well, from the picture that I saw, looked like he could fight at 140 quite easily.
I mean, he been off. And technically, Tank ain't gotta do shit else for you fucking boxing fans for the rest of the year. Really. Tank ain't gotta come back to next year. He done already fought twice this year. Meanwhile, your favorite fighter can't even make it into the ring a second time. So I mean, hey, long as it, he deserves a tune-up. So I'm gonna go with the flow of things. Oh, I know.
A tune-up?
If he fights a 3rd fight this year, it deserves to be a tune-up. Why do he have to fight all this hard competition and y'all favorite fighters at 135 ain't doing shit? Go off.
I have a question. Both of the Garcias are hard competition in your mind?
Okay, you know what? Can your favorite fighter at 135 beat him? And yes. I don't mean Frank.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yes and yes.
I don't know. We don't know
yes
that.
Yes and hell yes.
We don't know that.
Yeah, we do know that. You know how we know that? Because Ryan wanted no parts of him. None.
Oh, well. Ryan still got an opportunity to see him over there at 140 pounds.
He does. I would love to see it.
We'll see. Maybe you might get what you want.
I would love to see it. Who? Question for you, friend. Since you all on the Latinos, Araceli.
And is,
if you had your pick, who would you want Devin Haney to fight next at 140 after this Regis fight? Sure. Lopez or Ryan? Think on it. Think on it. Think on it. No, don't leave. No, bring your ginger tail back. Do not leave. I want to know after Devin, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say, and I know it's saying a lot, I'm just going to say if Devin is victorious against Regis Prograis, which is not guaranteed at all, would you rather him fight Ryan Garcia or would you rather him fight Teofimo Lopez?
I'm going Gordo for the win.
Okay.
I stirred up so much shit. Well, I like to stir up shit. I think Teofimo can beat everybody at 147 pounds right now. If not Bud and Errol. I think he beat Boots.
Say it again, because I know they didn't understand. I know they didn't hear what you said. Say it again.
I think Teofimo Lopez beats everybody at 147 right now. That's not Errol and Bud. I think he beats Boots too. Do y'all want to fight?
Yes. Yes. I not fight. I just have a question. How you jump him from 140 all the
Well,
way up to 140?
I just I like to do stuff like that. It's just 7 pounds. He can gain it and do well with it. Y'all wasn't. It's funny how everybody laughing and shit. It's a whole lot of motherfuckers had Josh Taylor beating the shit out of Teofimo Lopez. I remember y'all well. A whole lot of y'all saying Josh Taylor was gonna beat the shit out of Teofimo Lopez. That didn't happen, did it? It didn't. Go ahead, friend.
Do you think since he's now the super champ that he moves up to 147?
I do.
Do you think Bud would take a fight with him?
I do. I do.
Do you?
I do.
Interesting. Interesting. These next couple of months, September's been kind of slow, boxing wise. September's been a little slow. We got a big fight coming up on the 30th. And then October, we got some stuff popping off in October, some stuff popping off in November. And so hopefully we'll get some more fights made and secured for the remainder of the year. The first part of the year had us spoiled rotten. We got some great boxing all the first half of the year. So we'll see what happens. You know, a couple of people need to make fights. Ryan Garcia, he's supposed to be fighting before the year is up. Who knows what T.O. is going to do? Hell, he might retire on us again. Who knows? Who knows what Bud is going to do? I think he's waiting on the winner of Charlo and Canelo. We still haven't got anything solidified with David Benavidez and Andrade. Hopefully that comes through.
Caleb Plant. No, it's a whole lot. Jamal
Charlo's back in the lab down in Pensacola with Roy Jones. So everybody's saying that they have a fight coming up pending. They're fighting before the year is out. That's what Charlo said. I believe Caleb Plant said that. He called them all out. You know, it's a lot of fights that could still be made. Hopefully Frank makes a fight before the year is out. I'd love to see him back in the ring with a great opponent. We shall see. Still a lot of fights to be made. Hopefully we can round out the year as fire as we started it off. But until then, is there anything else that you wanted to share with the good people, friend?
If you're here, if you're new here, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe button. It'll show tomorrow, but we didn't already met our new goal because I seen it earlier before we came in here. But we literally are coming along pretty quickly. We're getting subscribers every day. Like some of our old shows, they still watching those. It's crazy to see the numbers on those old shows. But shout out to y'all for coming through, hanging out with us. I hope y'all was up late last night watching that Colorado State game because baby, that was a football game. They earned their money last night. If they ain't getting paid, they deserve a check. With a
I know y'all was
QUEK.
All America was up last night watching that game. Yeah.
What?
Say.
What?
Man, listen.
I was like, wow, this is crazy. But I sure did tell I asked my son, I said, is you awake? Because there's some things you need to look at and work on. But shout out to my Gators. We got a game on Thursday. I won't be at this game this week because I got to prepare for October. But I hope my boys go out in fashion. I'll see y'all in October. But y'all come back. We'll be back Friday. I'm pretty sure they got a lot of stuff. Hopefully, we get some shit to talk about. Or we're going to be here talking about Jesus and... yeah, it's gonna be. I'm just saying, friend. We're gonna be in here. We'll be in here, but it ain't gonna be nothing to talk about. So we just gonna be in here. Phenomenal Mexican. You know what? My hair look. Okay, y'all can go back and watch that one. Y'all stay from over there looking at them old shows, cause Boxing and Barbecue. I saw your comment, and I just want to tell you, please don't go back and watch no old shows, okay? Because I already know what y'all trying to do. Y'all trying to go make fun of me. It ain't like that no more. Yeah. I was not consistent on the hair. I don't know why we got to end the show like this again. We did this on Friday. What I'm telling, Larry Lopez, my son is a Gator. We definitely are doing a whole lot of stuff. We're actually doing a
He's
lot of
in
big
high
things.
school. She's
And
talking
he's
about a
in
high school team. Yeah, he think
Yeah,
he's talking about the Florida Gator. She talking about her high school son.
and when he do decide on where he going, and if we become a Gator, we just gonna be a Gator in college. But no, please don't go back and watch the show. No old shows. You can go back and watch the old shows here on Queens of the Ring, but stay away from the fight party. There's nothing good over there. Thank
I
y'all.
love the fight party shows. We had so much fun.
I can't believe you let me come out there looking like that.
Friend, what was I supposed to?
I don't know. You should have told me no. When my fat camera finally started working, you should have looked dead square at me and said, "Friend, that one ain't it."
We were just learning each other. We didn't have that kind of rapport yet. Friend.
Yeah, friend. You know what I would have told you? We didn't even have to have it. I would have told you straight up, friend. That's not good. Then I had this one. I'm speechless. I can't believe.
I can't find your wife.
I didn't ask you for anything. I don't know. I didn't ask her shit. This is what I be talking about. I'm outnumbered in my own home, but no. You see what I'm saying? Now everybody got the phenomenal Mexican. This is your last show.
This is
John Nori. This is your last show.
Phenomenal Mexican said BOXIANA blinked twice and almost flew away.
Y'all, nah, I'm for some real shit because we finna go. Like, y'all laughing, but I went back one day and watched these shows. It was in the middle of the week, and I was sending pictures of myself to my friend. And I was like, friend, look at these. I had a lash lady. I was calling. She went out of town on me one day, and I was like, oh, my God, I ain't got no lashes for my show. Like, what am I going to do? I had the Batman bitches on, the ones that cover up my whole eyelid and the eyelid, everything. You couldn't even see my eyebrows. My lashes was so big.
Friend, not every time though. Not every time.
It was very ugly.
No, not it.
My Google disagreed with me, friend. Out of nowhere, the bitch was like, yeah, your shit was toe up, friend. I seen you. But it's all good. Check in with me later. I don't want to. The motherfuckers was on my fucking like this, friend. And I was just sitting there. Yeah, and I had the audacity of me to have got up on national television looking like that.
It's the growth, friend, for me. The growth. It's the growth. You grew out
I'm glad
of it.
I didn't grow with me because I can imagine going back looking at these shows with the motherfuckers on my face now.
Well, friend, it wasn't always all bad. It was not.
And then I had bad internet. So I had big lashes and bad internet. It was one time, friend, the motherfucker had got froze and this eye was up. I was like, I'm leaving. I don't want to be friends with y'all anymore. Y'all not my friends no more.
They are. We're always friends forever. Anyway, y'all, we gone. Have a wonderful work week. Enjoy your people. Mind your tone and delivery. Hopefully we'll get some information, some news we can use for Friday's
My son
episode.
is roasting me about my lashes through text message, friend. He watching this show. Hey, let me tell y'all something. I'm sorry, friend. I didn't mean to cut y'all off. I'm not y'all friends no more. Because My boy even told me my shit was messed up. Why y'all didn't tell me then? Everybody got jokes about him now. Why y'all didn't tell me when y'all see me with the big ass lashes on? I feel like
because we didn't want to get cussed out.
Yeah. Oh well, y'all should have been. I'm leaving, but not leaving.
Yo, quit, leave her alone. Leave my friend alone. Now see, don't y'all leave her alone. Dog. We'll see y'all on Friday. Y'all gonna make her not want to come back in here and play with y'all on Friday. Dog. Anyway, we'll see you guys on Friday. Thank you for coming out on this Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your week. Hope your team won. I know mine did. Go Cowboys all the way to the bowl, y'all. To the bowl. To the bowl. Yeah, I said it. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. Okay. We're gone. Oh, wait. There was another. Eyelashes look like eagles. Oh, phenomenal. Why would... Yeah, you gone. You probably gonna be... Oh. All right, y'all. We love y'all. And yes, 250K by tomorrow morning, please. If you have not clicked on the like button, please do so, especially before you leave up out of here. Subscribe if you haven't already. Tell a friend. Share the episodes. Go back and watch the old ones. Like them again if you didn't then. Y'all leave my friend alone.
Boxing Spar, this is your last show. I hope you enjoyed your time. But this, sir, will be your very last show.
Now, you is not going to talk about my friend like that now. You done just, now I got to put my foot down. You's a lie. You's a bold face lie.
Meanwhile, y'all edge ups is back there in the middle of y'all fucking forehead. Don't do it to me. Not the bald head Betty. I got her. And it's good her.
You watch yourself. Bye. But we get
this show is canceled. Y'all ain't gonna see me back on this bitch no more.
I cannot believe. Bye, y'all. Goodbye. Goodbye.